the reason we're making this recording is just to invite black people from all over the world, even those that cannot make it physically, to our ceremony, the ritual of welcoming the rebirth or the reawakening of the sun on the 21st of June, which is the winter solstice on the Southern Hemisphere, in Jigalanga. This is an old and ancient ritual, which was commemorated, by our ancestors. Where we're supposed to be a Bluff, a place called Bluff in Durban. But that place currently is occupied by the army, which we think it was taken strategically so that a black person would no longer be able to connect with the energy. The root chakra of Earth is there in Bluff now, but somewhere along Bluff, that is where we will be, and the location will be sent, I think, by tomorrow to everybody that will be attending. But it is our plea to black people, so that we can conquer the challenge that we are facing. Umhlaba wethu, our land, is almost gone, sold for the second time, this time by our own people, by allowing the colonizer to make laws for the majority of African people. So we at GEK, Great Empire of Kemet, we are fighting this thing spiritually, because this is a spiritual war. We need to send the right vibration as a collective of African people or black people all over the world, wherever you are. Join us as we will be doing a night vigil, a Bluff, from the 20th to the 21st. So we will give details as to how people can connect with us as we are communicating with the Creator, Father, who is Ra Ramasedi, the Sun, and our Mother, the cosmic Mother, which is the Moon, Ntu, Untu, Ungwedi, that female archetype of our, the first ancestors before any other creation. So these are the ancestors we are going to communicate with. On the 21st of June, during the winter solstice, this is when the sun makes a U-turn. In isiZulu, we call it Injigalanga. This is when the sun makes a U-turn and faces the Southern Hemisphere. Currently, it is still on the Northern Hemisphere, but makes a U-turn on the 21st. So as the sun reawakens, it's not only the sun that reawakens, but also our ancestors. So we are going to welcome all those ancestors on the Southern Hemisphere who are reawakening with the sun, so that we make a plea to them, to finish off, because I think it was a year or two ago, Tina Saipagi impi eBakeville, sibekela amadlozi ukuthi sicela impi yomoya, siyinqobe ngokamoya lento, so that on the physical, by the time we deal with the physical fighting, spiritually our enemies are defeated. So please, we would like this collective action, from the 20th of June at 6 p.m. until 6 a.m. the next morning. Please join us, even if you are not here physically, but spiritually be with us, because we are going to communicate to our ancestors and ask for the total liberation, and ask for the unity of black people all over the world, because the time has come for us to actually take over and demand justice, from all this, violation of our human rights that has happened ever since we're colonized. So please, the bluff ceremony, in Jigalanga, the Sokar ceremony is very important for us, because when the sun reawakens with, our ancestors, we need to deposit a message through our emotions, as we are communicating, hitting the drum, beating the drum, and singing, those songs of liberation and those songs of war, to say African people are ready for war, for us to actually get justice, because this no longer, require intellectuals, because the intellectuals have failed us. They keep, saying, big words to us without anything tangible, coming out. It's now for the masses to rise up and demand justice, for themselves. We cannot continue to be colonized in our own country, in our own land, the land of our ancestors. So therefore, we invite all Africans throughout the world, who feel the pain, for black, people in the South, because the South is very important. This is where the revolution has to happen. It has to start here in the South, because almost, this place we call South Africa, which is Southern Kemet, it hosts all Africans, currently. From all over the continent, all over the world, black people are here. So we are united physically. Now we have to unite spiritually, so that we are able, to make, that a huge wave, as all our independent vibrational frequencies meet to create this huge wave that, reaches, the place, the causal plane, that of Umvelingangi, the sun, and the Unomkubulwane, which is the moon, so that our answers, come much quicker, So please, Africans, join us. We can see that, nothing's going to materialize, especially, without us destroying the Republic of South Africa. The Republic of South Africa and the people that are, perpetuating this system, they are violating our rights. This is the time for us, to do anything necessary for us to attain. This is our right. The UN in 1974 said Republic of South Africa is crime against humanity. So this structure must be destroyed, so that we revive the tried and tested, governing system of the continent, which is African royalty. And we customize it to our needs today. But that will be the structure that is grounded in my art, so that, everybody, not just reads or hear about justice, feels justice, because we've got to, feel justice. This is, the richest continent, in the world, Africa, but the poorest people are here. It's all about our leaders. These are the people who have just messed us up ever since Kwame Nkrumah. The same system, is rolling until here in the South. So it's about the South now,